Okay, so this is the October 14th, 2021 meeting of the Ranked Choice Voting Ad Hoc Committee, 7 p.m. We have a quorum of 4 members. And I'm going to read the statement, which is somewhere. Okay. Pursuant to Governor Baker's March 12, 2020 order suspending certain provisions of the open meeting law, General Law, Chapter 30A, Section 18, and the Governor's March 15, 2020 order imposing strict limitations on the number of people that may gather in one place. This meeting of the Easthampton Ranked Choice Voting Ad Hoc Committee is being conducted via remote participation. No in-person attendance of members of the public will be permitted, but every effort will be made to ensure that the public can adequately access the proceedings as provided for in the order. A reminder that persons who would like to view this meeting while in progress may do so by connecting via Zoom as described on the meeting agenda. First of all, we have public speak. Any public speak? Second of all, thank you, Barbara, for doing the minutes from our last meeting.
Yes, they were pretty short and simple.
Yeah, no, it looks great. I make a motion to accept the meeting minutes from our previous meeting.
Second.
And all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Everybody. Motion passes. We do need someone to take the minutes for today's meeting. Since Barbara did it last time, I would ask either Sarah or Tom, probably whoever did it, not recently.
Fairly recently, but I don't remember when. Though, Tom, if you are slammed with other things, I can do it.
I think I did 2 weeks ago or 2 times ago and still owe those to you.
All right, I'll do it.
Okay.
Give me a sec to get set up here.
Thanks, Sarah. They're going to be pretty. This is going to be a pretty easy, straightforward meeting. Pretty short, so they should be easy. Thank you so much for.
You're welcome.
So our only agenda item, aside from any new business that people have, and probably some reminders about what's coming up soon, is discussion editing of RCV flyers and educational materials. Obviously, the flyer went out. It appears to have gone out without a hitch. The only not in that being that our wording about calling the clerk's office for mail-in voting was a little bit of a mistake because the clerk's office has gotten too many calls about that from people thinking that all they had to do was call. So, you know, just for everyone here who has to do something like that in the future, keep in mind that we would probably want to be very explicit about calling just for more information, or maybe even leaving off that part because it does have to be in writing. So it's a shame that that's been sort of hounding the clerk's office, but other than that, it seems like the flyer has been pretty good, and as far as I know, everybody got it. So.
Yeah. Dan, Ray, explain what you've seen as far as an area not getting them.
15 Liberty Street, the Easthampton Housing Authority apartment complex behind 7-Eleven. Nobody there has seen the mailing. We don't know what happened to it. So I'm getting the word out to that group down there to attend our meeting next Thursday at the Senior Center at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you do me a favor and email me any address in that zone, or like addresses, or it doesn't have to be a complete list, but
it's 15 Liberty Street.
15 Liberty Street.
Okay.
It's all unit numbers.
There, Easthampton, okay. Yeah, there's apartment. There's like, I don't know, 24, 28 apartments there.
Okay.
Yeah, if you look in the resident list book, you'll see all the different apartment numbers.
I don't need those specifically.
Yeah,
I just need.
But the address is a single address, 15 Liberty Street.
15 Liberty Street.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to follow up with the post office about that because it is their responsibility to deliver to all.
We thought they might have left them in. They have a community room where they have mailboxes in there for everybody, so they have to go where there's a community room there with the kitchenette and laundry facilities. And sometimes they'll leave mail on a table in there that's bulk
Okay.
mail, like newsletters or newspapers and
Yep.
stuff. But nobody has seen them there, and they were not put in their individual mailboxes either.
Okay. All right. Well, that's a problem. Does anyone else know of areas or addresses that did not get the flyers?
That's the only one I heard of.
Yeah, that's the only one I know of. Yeah.
Okay. I'll follow up about that.
Yeah.
So, and we can potentially hand deliver a little stack. I mean, I don't mind going to the coffee shop and getting, several dozen of them and getting them to those. We can't put them in the mailboxes, obviously, but we can put them near or drop them at units. So that would be one way of going.
Well, actually, if you get them to, let me know when you have them. I'll pick them up. I know half a dozen people that live there. I can bring them down there and have one of the people that live there go around and deliver them to the units.
Okay.
Yeah.
That'd be great. Yeah, I'll make sure and get those probably tomorrow. I'll coordinate with you. But I'll also follow up with USPS because they're supposed to get them.
Jobs.
Yeah. Okay. Anything else regarding the flyer, the mailer that went
I loved
out?
it.
Great.
I got it. I was very proud. Showed all of the.
Yes, I
people in my
showed
house.
I brought it from the mailbox. Showed it to my husband. I was like, "This is what I've been doing." I was very excited.
Nice.
Well, I get postal mail. My mailbox is the post office box. I don't get mail at my condo complex, and mine was in my post office box, which surprised me because I figured, oh, it's going to come to my condo complex, and I might get it 2 weeks later after the post office decides, oh, we got to redirect this to the post office box and go through the procedures of getting that in there. Yeah, but it was there.
So actually, one of the postal routes is all of the post office boxes.
Yeah.
So that was
I was surprised. Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Cool. They were reasonably great when I dropped it off, especially considering that the USPS website decided to completely break after I bought the first half of the order. So I had to bring everything there with incomplete facing sheets without tracking numbers on them and everything. But they were able to sort it out and get the due payment at half the payment at drop off. So. All right, so that was good. So the other thing, so we talked already about the stuff that's going out with mail-in stuff. Barbara, have you gotten a lot of mail-in requests?
I think as of today, we've mailed out about 267 ballots so far. We just got the ballots yesterday.
Okay.
And so far, that's what we're up to.
Okay.
And Barb made me stuff all of precinct 4 last night while I was waiting for the throngs of people who did not come to register to vote.
Right. Thank you very much for doing that. It makes you realize how much work is in each and every ballot that goes out.
Yes. Agreed.
Imagine how it was last year when poor Ray was working, when we did 9,000 of them. Yeah,
well, more than that. There was over 5,000 on the primary in September. There was over 6,000 on the presidential in November. Yeah.
It's a lot of work.
Yep, and dealing with all of them when they come back too.
Yes.
Okay, so the real one remaining thing then is something to put up at the polls. And in that regard, I have something for us to look at. So let me screen share this. Bear with me just a sec here. Okay. Oh, I need to be a co-host, please.
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. You're now the co-host. Okay. So this is, can everyone see this okay?
Yeah. Yes.
This is a single sheet, 8.5 by 11, black and white thing that could potentially be put up in polling locations as far as a guide, voter voter guide right there in the place. My previous one that we've looked at a number of times as a committee and not really done a whole lot of talking about, but at least looked at it, I felt like it had a lot. It was longer, it was legal size, it had a lot going on, it had color, it had a lot of red and a lot of don't do this examples. And so, I kind of thought, let's make something that can be very easily photocopied on a regular piece of paper that's visually not too overwhelming. It kind of shows what to do and then has sort of in as few words as possible, the things we don't want people to do, keeping in mind that at the polls, when somebody goes to cast a ballot that has one of these don't do it things, they're going to get a little kickback that says, hey, are you sure you want to do this? Because there's a problem. And they're going to be able to get, some guidance from a poll worker as to what to do with their ballot. So yeah, this basically has the two examples of like, you're going to mark your one in the first choice column. That's your thing. And then continue to rank as many or few as you want. And so the example shows two more columns filled in. This is using the same names and stuff from the mailer. Although the examples are a little bit different, doesn't show a write-in on this one. And then the reminders at the bottom that basically go over the like what not to do. Fill in the oval completely. Don't skip the first one. Don't skip other ones. Don't give more than one candidate the same rank. Don't give any candidate more than one rank. So, what do you guys think about this?
I like it.
I think it looks good.
Yeah.
I'm also looking for something to go in the booths. Do you think this would be good for in the booths as well?
Yeah. No, I was thinking specifically that this might be what goes in booths.
Yeah, because we'll want some signs up on the wall, but also like
Well, most people aren't going to look at the wall, I don't think.
Yeah, but we should have some up anyway. Because I have some regular ones. This is how you fill in the oval. This I'm seeing this like right next to it, but
Yep, me too. Yep. And I think we could put this in each booth too.
Yeah.
I think that's where people are really going to look at it is
right
when they have the ballot in front of them. And
right.
Can I make a suggestion?
Absolutely.
The only thing that I would consider adding to this is a first line that says ranked choice voting for mayoral race only or something like that. And then have your example.
Yeah. Yeah,
right.
that might be good. Or even a separate little slip to put above that because this could be generic and saved for any future ones, but it might be nice to have a little thing that says like mayoral only.
Yep.
So as far as everybody, Jackie knows because she saw the ballot, but the ballot is set up that the ranked choice voting race is all by itself on the front side, and all the other plurality votes are races are on the back. So we felt rather than putting it all onto a long ballot that it was clearer to keep the two types of voting separate.
Yeah, it looks really good.
I think it does.
Yeah.
It looks very simple to me. It's very clear.
So then we also have to have something that says, don't forget to turn your ballot over and mark side 2.
Yeah, it does say that on the bottom.
It's marked on the bottom, yeah.
Yeah. When the poll workers are working, handing the ballot, that's one thing I always tell them to tell the voter.
Yep.
The last thing before they hand them the ballot is two-sided.
Yeah.
Yep.
And that was when we had the ballot questions, there was the two-sided thing. And there was a lot of concern that some people were just going to mark the first side of the ballot and forget about the second side. And what we actually found was that nearly everybody marked both sides.
Yeah. I mean, a lot of the state election ballots are double-sided. It's not uncommon at all.
Right.
So
I also think that a lot of people going into this are going to be especially thinking of the at-large city council race and the names that they've seen everywhere. And so if they if they don't see that on the front side, I think they're going to look.
Yeah, and it does say turn over to finish voting.
Yep. Yep.
But as we see, people don't really read things, or
Right.
they don't read things correctly.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think adding something about for this election only, just saying, for the mayor's race.
Yep.
Or something like that.
Yep. I like that idea. I think we should definitely do that.
Barbara?
Yes.
I've seen a sign. What is the name of the person that's trying to do the write-in for mayor?
Don Torrey.
Okay, Don Torrey. Okay, thank you. Yep. And just in case I get a question, I'm not going to bring his name up, but if somebody asks me about it, at least I'll know the name.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep, we'll probably get a bunch of write-ins for him.
Yeah.
This doesn't really talk about write-ins because it's just more stuff. My hope is that anybody who's doing a write-in will very much be able to intuit, especially after the mailer going to everybody too, that you write in the name and mark the bubble. But
but they don't need to write in they don't need to write in the address too, do they?
You don't need to.
We're going to be looking for the name.
Just the name, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
For example, if there were two people with the same name,
right,
you'd have to write the address.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, he is working on stickers, which is not thrilling me, but he's probably going to be handing out stickers.
Will those get stuck in the machine?
Well, let's hope not.
I mean, because you could say, don't do that because they'll get stuck in the machine.
I already tried to talk him out of it, but it's something that's allowed, and I can't really say that you can't do it.
Oh, so are you going to test some next week on Wednesday with stickers?
I'm not going to test any. No, he gave me some, but the test is really just the test.
Okay.
And yeah, so
they should go through okay. I mean, these are machines that have certainly experienced sticker write-in campaigns before.
Right. It's just, if people don't stick them down good enough, it's more user error than, anything else.
Yep.
But
Barb, does it help you to know that I took the whole day off from work so I can be at your disposal that day?
That would be excellent, because I was going to talk about how I'm looking for some help at the polls. Yep.
Well, you have me all day.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That's awesome.
You don't have to be there all day.
I know. I'll take some breaks, but
okay.
We know when the busy times are. So.
Yep. Yeah. I want to have people out in the lobby and even outside if it's nice, with helping direct them to the precincts and also answering questions about the ranked choice voting. Yeah. So I sent out my worker notices already, and even though people told me that they were able to work, I've had quite a few cancellations.
Oh, geez.
It's pretty discouraging. But I think that you're going to have enough to send somebody out from each precinct pretty much every shift. But yeah, Jackie, that would be great.
Let me think about some places where I can maybe recruit some volunteers too. Do you have any special criteria that I should pay attention to? Can't be an idiot.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I want it so our workers have enough to do. But it is something that it's nice to be able to change bodies, because it can be a lot. I mean, I don't know what the turnout is going to be. It's definitely not going to be like the November election.
Right.
So, I mean, having just a few people out there should be okay. But I mean, I would like to have at least a couple out there all the time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Barbara, is it too late for people who would potentially be an election worker to sign on to do that with the city, or?
No. I mean, I have sent out all my worker notices. So, but if you know people who would be interested, send them my way.
Okay.
Yep.
And do they have to be Easthampton residents, or?
No, they don't. No,
okay.
They do not.
Cool. All right. I'll see if I think of anybody, I'll let them know and send them your way.
Okay. We are going to be Dan, I sent you an email. We're going to be doing the ballot testing next Wednesday.
Yep.
Jeff's coming at 10 o'clock.
Okay.
I'm marking up the ballots as we speak. So we're going to do the test, and then he's going to go over the computer part of it. So
Awesome.
I know Ray is going to come and help because, the more help we have, feeding in the ballots, the better. I mean, I expect you're probably busy at 10 o'clock in the morning. So
No, I'm going to be there.
Oh,
I'll definitely be there. Yeah.
Oh.
That's at 50 Payson. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'll definitely be there for that.
Okay. Yeah, I was hoping that we could start to feed the ballots in before he got there, but he's going to be bringing the memory cards. So I can't start until he gets there.
Okay. Great. That'll be really good to do.
Yep.
And I definitely want to be there for the computer stuff, sort of a hands-on for that.
I got to open it up and at least turn it on.
Barbara, do we need to, or do you need to schedule the day after things and do some sort of like a notice about where and what time that's going to be?
Yep. I'll be doing that. Ray is going to be one of my workers, and one of the other registrars is going to so I really need one more person.
Okay. I'm happy to, I'm happy to do that. So, but if you'd rather pick someone else, that's totally fine.
No,
I can be a backup,
No, if you can do it, that'd be great. I was going to have Annette do it, but she's volunteers at the community center. Okay. So it'll be you, Ray, and Brian Fink, who's one of our registrars.
Okay.
Yeah, and I'm going to post a notice about that.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, and if you happen to, I'm also happy to, if you have someone else or someone else seems like a good fit.
Yep.
You can throw them in, and I can just be there as support. So
okay.
Whatever's needed, but
all right,
I'll be available for that.
Okay, terrific. And also, I don't mean to like hijack the whole meeting here. Dan, I would really love it if for all of my trainings that I'm having, like the 21st, the 25th, and the 26th, if I could just hand over the ranked choice voting explanation to you.
Oh, yes, absolutely. Yep.
Okay.
Totally.
And I mean, in the rooms that we're going to use, we should be able to have technology. It's just, I'm not sure how to do it. So I'll have to check into that next week.
Okay. It's probably as simple as
hooking up
someone having a laptop with HDMI and okay. Yep. No, I'll definitely.
Okay, that would be good. So I don't even have to think about that, because I don't know how much time I'm going to have to think about any of the rest of it either.
Right. No, that's fine. You can. I'm happy to do all of that. So.
Okay, that would be great.
Cool.
Okay.
I don't have. There's nothing else on our agenda, and nothing else that I can think of to sort of talk about before the election as a committee. So if anyone else has anything.
Dan, if you could just send me this flyer thing when you get it fixed.
Yep, I will.
Yep. Okay.
I'm so discombobulated here, but were we thinking of doing some sort of Zoom forum Q&A type thing?
Yeah, I guess we did talk about that.
You mean for the public?
Yeah.
Aside, I don't think we don't have anything planned other than the seminars that are scheduled for the senior center.
I guess I'm kind of thinking that the flyer that went out, the information that's on the website, the fact that it looks so simple.
Yeah.
I'm just really not sure like what really more there is to say about it.
Sure. If people reach out, I'm happy to talk to them, or maybe I'll put up something on the group pages and be like, hey, if you've got any ranked choice voting questions, ask away. But yeah, I think you're probably right.
And Tom, you can direct them to the page that I put up on the website, because it's got a couple videos and things like that if people don't understand how the counting works and all that.
Right.
And there's also some question, frequently asked question kind of things. I mean, I could do that too. So.
Yeah. Okay, sweet.
it's a pretty easy website too. It's just easthamptonma.gov/164. And you get to the election website, which is pretty short.
Okay, cool.
It's a weird that you have to remember the number, but
And you don't even need the number.
Well, you just go to the department.
Just go to easthamptonmass.gov.
yeah, but then you
Yeah.
have the menus and stuff. But if you want to send people directly, 164.
Okay, well, yeah, then I can't think of anything else. I think we've done a good job.
Yeah. I'm super grateful for everybody on this committee for getting us here. We're going to have one more meeting after the election to kind of postmortem it and figure out what, if anything, needs to happen before, the next election. But that will be probably, unless we decide otherwise, this committee's last meeting.
Right. Yep.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Cool.
Okay.
All right, guys, you good? 28 minutes. Might be a new record.
All right. I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Cool.
Second.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
Bye.
That's everybody.
Fail to go pick.
All the lettuce behind you. All right, great.
All right. Yeah.
Thanks, everyone.
Okay.
Excellent.
All right.